Hey everyone, Simpsons Man here, and today we're going to be opening up the 5-inch version of Wave 4. So stick around and let's open them up. So before I go ahead and change out the camera angle for Wave 4, I want to go ahead and show you each one that is included in the 5-inch lineup. The first one being Barney Gumble. Go ahead and show you all the box right here. So this one is Barney. The next one is Bumblebee Man right here. Show you the back end of that box. Back on the front. Third being Blue Shirt Bart. So yes, they've already made a few different Bart Simpsons, but now we have the blue shirt version, and it does have that same skateboard in there. And the last one is Carl Carlson. Go ahead and show you the back. And now we actually have Lenny and Carl, so we're going to be showing both of them off together later on. So we have those four. Let's go ahead and swap the camera angle out and let's get a little bit closer up. All right, so we are back and we do have the 5-inch lineup. This is Wave 4 from JAKKS Pacific. So we're going to open up each one of these. I'm going to just open them off camera so you're not really hearing a bunch of like weird noises and everything. It doesn't really sound that great. But let me go ahead and kind of fan through each one of these before we do. And yeah, let's go ahead and open these up and check these out just a little bit more closer in detail. Okay, so I've successfully opened up each one of these, and the first one we're going to be looking at is Carl. So here is Carl Carlson. He is super bendy. That's like the first thing I've noticed about him. Kind of just like he moves around a lot, and absolutely love the way he looks on here, and he just has that same attire like he has on the episode. This one came with 2 accessories. He has a lunch pail right there, and then I'm not sure if I even can get this on camera or not, but he's got this really small cup of coffee. There we go. You can actually see the little cup of coffee right here. And let's go ahead and attempt to put this in his hand so that coffee just sits perfectly in his hands right there. And his other hand is already set up so he can have his lunch pail for work. So a lot of people online were asking like, hey, why don't they have any kind of bar accessories? But I do not think that JAKKS is going to be doing any kind of alcohol themed, because, you know, we got Barney, Lenny, Carl, and none of them have alcohol. They all have these weird like little lunch pails. But yeah, so here it is right here. This is Carl for the 5-inch part of Wave 4. So we're going to go ahead and put him off to the side. And remember, these are very similar to all of the other 5-inch ones. As in all their movement points, you know, you could bend their elbows, their wrists, their heads, their legs, their knees. And you can just pose them in any kind of scenario you'd like, which is very nice versus the Playmates ones that they're very stiff and they only have like, I think like 2 or 3 points of articulation. We're going to put him off to the side and let's check out the next one. Let's go ahead and do Barney next. And man, this is like, obviously Barney is a larger person on the episode, but man, this is like, let's go ahead and bring Carl back in here. They doubled the amount of plastic and everything they had to use. This is massive. Look, if you were to put him off to the side, you could definitely fit 2 Carls and 1 Barney right here. So here is Barney. And same thing, you're able to pose him around, move him around exactly how you want. Same exact outfit. Of course, his stomach is always kind of showing. He even has some of the chest hair right there. And these accessories are almost the same as Carl, except we do have that hoagie sandwich that we're just going to kind of put in his hand. And it looks like he does have that same lunch pail that came with Carl. I'm not sure why Barney would have a lunch pail. Just because you don't really see him going to work or anything like that. Maybe he's using it to carry his beer in, who knows. But yeah, so here are the 2 accessories that come with Barney. We do have the sandwich, we got the lunch pail, and here is Barney. The next one that we're going to look at is Bumblebee Man. I like this one. Look at the wings and everything that he has on here. They're actually flap back and forth. That's like a really cool touch that they put on there. This one actually does come with an accessory. And since he works for the news, of course, they're going to go ahead and give him this big, huge, old school looking camera with the tripod and everything. So that's a really cool accessory. And if you want to kind of put him behind it, maybe put the part of the camera in his hand so he can kind of angle it around. But to be honest, like once I set this up in my collection, I think I'll just kind of have it off to the side right there. But yeah, this one's actually really, really cool. And the same thing, he does kind of move in all sorts of different directions. A lot of these are a lot looser than some of the other ones, which I'm liking. The other ones from like different waves have been kind of stiff. These almost seem like they're kind of broken in, which is kind of nice if you ask me. Yeah, I like it a lot better because you're able to just to kind of move these around really freely without worrying about breaking them. But yeah, here he is, Bumblebee Man, and this is the third one from the wave. So the last one we're going to talk about is Bart Simpson, Blue Shirt Bart, whatever you want to call him. Here he is. So it is the same exact one as the one from Wave 1. We'll take a look at that one here in a second. This one does come with the skateboard, the infamous Bart Simpson skateboard. No skull on it or anything, but we do have the red and green skateboard accessory. It does have that little notch right there, and you know that all of the 5-inch ones and the 2.5-inch ones have these holes. The 5-inch ones holes are a lot bigger, which makes me think possibly down the road they'll have some more accessory type of things, or maybe play sets one day. But for now, we just have this skateboard that we just can put underneath it, and Bart will have the skateboard that he's riding. As you can see, I'm not even holding onto the skateboard. It just kind of goes right there in that little notch. And here is Bart Simpson, or if you want to call him Blue Shirt Bart. And this is the last one from Wave 4, the 5-inch line. I went ahead and pulled out a few other ones from different waves just so we can kind of do a comparison. So we do have Blue Shirt Bart right here, and we also have just regular, I would just call him Red Shirt Bart. And as you can see, they are identical except for the shirt. So at first I thought the red shirt looked a little bit smaller than the blue shirt, but that's just kind of like maybe the colors with my eyes deceiving me. But no, these are the exact same one. The red shirt is from the earlier waves. This one is just a brand new one from Wave 4. So if you're a completionist like me, or just a nerd or anything and want to get both of them, here you go. If not, you know, if you just want to save and just get one or the other, I think Blue Shirt Bart is cooler just because it's a different variation of the Bart Simpson, and plus it's like that old school 90s. But that's just my opinion, so just get whatever one you want. Another comparison that I wanted to do is Carl. I dropped his coffee, but it's okay. We're not going to put it in there. We have Carl from JAKKS Pacific, and we have the other Carl over here from the World of Springfield, early 2000s. So they are very, very similar in height and looks and everything, you know. I actually like the way that the World of Springfield one looks, like the color, versus this one's like super, super glossy. And besides like the glossy part, I kind of like the way the shirt and everything is more on the JAKKS one versus the World of Springfield one. But yeah, I wanted to kind of do like just like a little small comparison of the two. And come to think of it, we kind of have the whole Moe's Tavern set now. So if they ever were to make a Moe's Tavern set, we have pretty much all the barflies that go there. We got Carl, we have Lenny, we have Moe. Here, I'll put this off right here. We have Barney. And we do have Homer, which I cannot reach. So I do have a baseball Homer in reach right here. So obviously this would be a little bit different. But yeah, we have all 5 of them now. So if you wanted to kind of set up the bar scene and everything with them, you actually have them all. But that's going to be it for today's video. So if you're wanting to pick up Wave 4, I mean, good luck trying to find it in stores. But as always, I always recommend going to I Am Retro. You could use the code TSM15, and that will actually save you 15% off your whole entire order, which is crazy. And any orders over $30, you're going to get free shipping. So you're not going to find a better deal online, literally anywhere. Like, that's like the best deal you'll be able to get. And where is the 4th one? Oh, and Bumblebee Man. So Bumblebee Man being the last one in the list. So Bumblebee Man, Bart Simpson, Barney Gumble, and Carl Carlson. We have all 4 of these. These are the 5-inch lineup from Wave 4. Hopefully, and within the next few months, we're going to be seeing Wave 5 and Wave 6. I'm not sure, with all the tariff stuff going on and everything, I'm not going to get political or anything like that, but I would recommend go ahead and getting these now. I keep hearing about the prices going up. I know myself, I bought some shipping boxes the other day, and I had to pay $40 extra than from what I usually do. So I'm not sure if any of these are ever going to be going up in prices, but you know, since these are made overseas, I would assume they would be. Like I said, iamretro.com, TSM15 for the code, and that is going to be it for the video. As always, thank you so much for checking out another one of my Simpsons videos, and if you did like the content, all I ask is if you like the video, and if you're new here and you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All we do on this channel is review Simpsons products, talk about Simpsons, and anything Simpsons. I try my best to talk about it on the channel, and until next time, thank you so much for checking out another one of my Simpsons videos, and see ya!